Hi everybody, this is review number 2 for the second part of Unit 4B, problems 1 and 2. So here we go. The very first question, question number 1, asks us to find the finite differences. So, and we need to determine the degree as well as state the constant and then figure out the equation. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at these finite differences and see how far it goes down. So between negative 191 and negative 48, if you realize it's headed up, it's going to be a positive 143. Between negative 48 and negative 19, we get 29. Between negative 19 and negative 14, it's moving up 5. Between negative 14 and 57, it's heading all the way up 71. So now when we look at the next row, 143 to 29, if you realize, that's heading down, negative 114. 29 to 5 is heading down, negative 24. And 5 to 71, those positives are heading up by 66. The next row, negative 114 up to negative 24 gives us a 90. Negative 24 all the way up to positive 66 gives us 90. So this is where the constants are the same. And we would need to determine the degree. So the first line is the first degree. The second line is the second degree. And the third line is a third degree. So, next question. It says, state the constant that results in the final round. And so if you look at that constant at the end, the constant is that 90. The ones where they are the same. And then we're looking at what is the degree. And if you take a look at that third row, then we know the degree is 3. The next thing it says is to state the equation of the function that best models the data. So when we're looking at this, we need the equation and we need models the data. So if you see something like that, we need to realize it is a regression model. So what I put in here was the Desmos version of that. And so what you need to do is make sure you enter the x1 and the y1s from that table of values. And then the next row, you want to make sure that we're doing this. We put the variables as x1 and y1s. Take care of that. And if you notice, we need to make sure it is degree 3 because this is a cubic. And then we're going to put the a, b, c, and d as our coefficients or our constant to turn around and write these equations. Now, the one thing you want to make sure you do, which can catch you up, is to do that squiggly line. Let me just kind of write it a little bit better. So once we have that entered in, it gives us the statistics information. R2 is equal to 1, which means this is like an exact fit. So now we see that the A is 15, the B is negative 12, the C is 2, and the D is negative 9. We are putting those in that location of that cubic model. So here we go. So we're going to have f of x is equal, the A was 15. So we're going to have that 15x cubed. The B was a negative 12. So we're going to have negative 12x squared. Our C was a 2. So that's going to be our 2x. And the D, our constant, is a negative 19. All right. So that's number 1 with some also little review from Desmos. Okay. Number 2. Again, find the finite differences and determine the degree. And this one also wants us to identify that constant. So we're going to take a look at those finite differences. So for the very first one, negative 1250 to 0 is a positive 1250. 0 to negative 1250, that's a negative 1250. Negative 1250 to negative 20,000, again, that's heading down. So we're going to have a negative value. And all you have to do, you guys, is see the difference between 1250 and 20,000. Between 20,000 and 101,250, it is a negative 81,250. And then the last difference between negative 101,250 and negative 320,000, we're going to have negative 218,750. So now we're taking a look at the next row and finding those finite differences. So between 1250 and negative 1250, we're going a total distance of negative 2,500. Between negative 1250 and negative 18,750, it is a negative 17,500. Between negative 18,750 and negative 81,250, we have a negative 62,500. Between negative 81,250 and negative 208,750 is a total of going down. Again, remember those negative numbers, we are heading down. So now, the next row, between negative 257, negative 750, let's just speed this up a little bit. That difference is negative 45,000, and this difference is negative 75,000. So if you notice, they are not the same yet. Let's take a look at the next one. We have negative 30,000, and we have negative 30,000. So yay, there we have it. First degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree. So that's going to be a quartic. What is our constant? Negative 30,000. And what is our degree? 4. All right, there you have problems 1 and 2. See you next time.